Thanks to those joining us live. Those have joined us on the archive. I don't know what happened with the intro, but the intro didn't happen. I don't know. I was waiting for it, but there's no intro music. I don't know what Christine did. She
Good.
did something. You know what I mean? But
It's a
so
glitch in the
no,
matrix.
no intro music.
I'll
I don't
do
know
that
what
for you
happened.
guys.
Like I don't know what's going on with intro music. You know what I mean? We got to talk
If
to the producer.
technology's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong for me. So
Well,
No.
well,
Truth be told, I'm sick of the intro. I was like, ugh.
let's look at the intro. However, I just found the intro. We're going to play the intro, and we'll be right back.
11,
that's good.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What a fight! I think Guerrero won it. Juan, the Hispanic causing panic, Lascano. Using the ropes, the stadium. Smile from Sammy Pacquiao. Oh, counter assertive.
Mano derecha en dos oportunidades. El Canelo alcanzó ese daño con
There we go. I feel better now. You know what I mean? We're ready to rock.
Beautiful.
There we go. We have the one and only Taylah Gentzen in the building. Look,
Beautiful. Hey, everyone.
how you doing? 8-1, 3 wins coming by way of a knockout. First thing I need to ask you about is your nickname, Swifty. Are you like a Taylor Swift fan? Is it something else?
Actually, back in the day, I used to work a lot of track work with horses. This was like 15, 16, 17, 18 years ago. I was a bit smaller then. And the guys all country music singer, Taylor Swift. And the guys all used to just call me Swifty down at the track. So that's just kind of stuck with me through my track work, through my boxing career. Yeah, she's got the moves. She's got the voice. So yeah, Swifty.
I love
Can,
it.
can you can you sing like a Taylor Swift song? Like
Oh hell no! I break windows with my voice. Ask the guys out the back; they always back me out about it all the time. I have absolutely no tune whatsoever. I do love some 90s music, but yeah, no, definitely no tune.
Yeah, I'm not much of a singer, but I make Christine listen to me sing all the time. You know what I mean? But hey, a lot going on. You
Yeah,
just had a
right.
fight. You were on the zone, Tayo Pataya, fight card. How was that
Yeah.
whole experience?
Look, I've been on their fight cards before, and the whole experience is absolutely incredible. They're world class, really professional with how they run their shows. And I got the undercard for the one and only like Jaya Pataya. This guy is an beast,
Yeah.
absolute beast. So I mean, it's a win-win. Yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
We're gonna go back in time. Now, not that we're literally going back in time, but it's kind of. And you touched a little bit on about your nickname, but
yeah.
why boxing? Like, well, why didn't you say, you know what? I'm gonna do this boxing thing. Like, how did you get involved in the sport of boxing? Like, tell us about your journey, how you got into it, all that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I've been boxing for about 15 years on and off. So, when I was a bit younger, I went through a really rough time in my life. One of my mates could see that, and she goes to me, "Hey, come in, hit some bags, punch some stuff." And I went in there, and actually, one of the people that was sort of training there at the time was Diana Prazak. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but she went for a world title. She actually knocked one of the favorite German girls out at the time and ended up winning a world title overseas. But she was an Aussie girl and she was training there, and I sort of looked up to her as well. And sort of within 3 months, got a chance to jump in the ring, and I've absolutely never looked back. Like this has just been the most wild ride, and I've just loved every second of it. So yeah.
I have to say, like, I am a fan of like everybody, all boxers that get in the ring, but especially women.
Yeah.
It's just like badass, and so I've been a fan, and looking through some of the things, there were some words that you had put out that really touched me, and
Yeah.
I'm sure that they touched many women. I'm just gonna quote it. You said, "I am a woman. I am beautiful. I am a mother, an athlete, a soldier, strong but
Yeah.
soft." I can relate so much to that because I was such a tomboy, growing
Yeah.
up. And it's like you
And
kind of wonder, I mean, makeup's fine when you need it.
yeah.
And when you're doing a podcast, I'll put on some
Yeah.
lipstick,
Yeah, of
mascara.
course.
But for the
Yeah, you
most
got to be
part, I'm
you.
always in
Yeah.
sweats and I was fighting my brothers in the gym.
Yeah.
That really resonated with me. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think with a lot of women, because I get a lot of
Yeah.
women in the gym that are going through the same things and going through,
Yeah.
on a more serious note, the abuse.
Yes. Yeah.
That and we feel we need to get our power back. And
Yes.
so
100%. Yeah.
you really touched me in the things that
Yeah.
you're doing. And
Yeah.
do you
Yeah.
want to talk about any of that at all?
Yeah. Like having my daughters really put a new perspective on things. Um, I I went through a lot through my younger years. And sort of I had to put on this massive this front in front of people that I was strong and I was brave and I was something that I couldn't have that feminine kind of side of me. And it's kind of what people expected, was for you to have that feminine side of you.
Yeah.
And I think that like it's such an interesting place, like walking into a boxing gym. I know a lot of women won't walk in there too, like they just don't want to. Especially in Australia, it's really hard for them. I think that, yeah, like having my daughters put a massive new perspective on things, and I also joined the military. That was just kind of like my escape or my way out, I guess. I didn't really have a degree or anything behind me, so my decision was to join the military. I actually joined as an infantry soldier, so I was one of the first female infantry soldiers to make it
Wow.
through in Australia. Yeah, so that was
Congratulations.
extremely hard. I mean, it was just a male dominated field, and I once again had to put on that masculine front
Yeah.
in front of everyone, and I couldn't let anyone show that. My feminine side. I couldn't let them show any emotion or anything like that. You just have to be tough. And I think that that's something that a lot of women like front up. It's a lot of things that women sort of show is just that tough side of them. But to be real, like I'm just as feminine as anyone else. I cry like at the drop of a hat. But I think that emotional side of you is like something that really, really, really precious as well. And I want to show my daughter that you can be um,
Yes.
all of the above, that you can be everything and anything that you want to be, that you put your mind to. So, just
Absolutely.
showing her sort of all sides of me through that social platform as well. So, yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
Red Corner Boxing said the fight with Shauna Brown was so amazing. Shout out to
Thank
Red Corner
you.
Boxing in the UK.
Yeah, Sarah Brown was man, I knew going into that fight that she was something special. Hey, I think she had 190 fights. I'm pretty sure she was supposed to knock you out in like the third round. But no one really knew who I was. I just come from Australia, and I had a bit of an amateur background. But yeah, that was an epic fight. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can you tell us about how boxing has shaped you as a person, right? And
Yeah.
where do you think you'd be right now? Would anything really be? What would be different if you were not involved in the sport of boxing?
I am not sure, to be honest. I think about this all the time. Um, and I don't think I'd be half of what I am now. I mean, it's given me so much confidence. It's given me, yeah, like I don't even know if I'd be here. Like, I definitely wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't have my fiance. I wouldn't have my child. I probably wouldn't be in the military. I wouldn't have the amazing career that I have right now either. It just gave me the confidence to be able to sort of step outside the back of the box and fight back as well. I think I needed it at that time in my life when I did step into that, to that gym, into that ring. So yeah.
Okay.
It's so great
It,
to
it,
be able to have the support of your fiance and your daughter. What
Oh,
did
it's
that look?
incredible.
What did that look like? I mean, were either of them like, ugh, I don't know if I want to see you get punched, or were they just like,
Um,
yes, do what you got to do?
um, in the amateurs, my fiance gets scared for me emotionally that I'm going to get hurt, that a decision
Yeah.
isn't going to go my way when it should. And a lot of the times in the amateurs, as you probably know, that happens. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the amateurs, and I've had a lot of times in the amateurs too where I've almost gotten gold medals. I've almost made Olympics or Com Games or like those big events, and it's just kind of the rug's been pulled out from underneath me. So she gets scared and worried about the emotional toll that it has on me. But
Sure.
no, she's so supportive. Like she doesn't mind me getting hit. Like she knows that I can give a punch back. So yeah, no, she absolutely loves it, supports it all the way. She's at all the fights, so it's really incredible.
That's so good. I think that everyone needs their family behind them. It's just so hard to do it
Oh,
alone.
they
So
do. I mean, not even just your family, like having like a support network in general. People backing you, people really supporting you. I got people that fly in all the time just from like interstate and stuff, and we got a massive bunch of really good friends which are like family. So it helps a lot.
that is
You
so
know,
awesome.
you were just like 4 fights in, I believe. Anyway, I think it was 4 or 5
Yeah,
fights in. Before your fight with Didi Hobbs, who was like a kind of like a
yeah,
veteran in the game
yeah,
and has been in world title fights before.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
it was a big jump in terms of rounds and quality of
yeah,
opposition, both
yeah,
things. But tell us
yeah,
about that experience and how confident were you going in, and
yeah.
how was that victory for you?
Didi's an absolute warrior. I'd actually fought Didi in the amateurs as well. So I knew a little bit about Didi. I knew she had some punching power on her because I'd seen her drop girls. I think she had a really quick knockout, maybe 30 seconds in. And she's an awesome girl. But I look, that was my big step up fight. It was either now or never. I'm 34 years old. I've had an amateur career. I needed to really step it up, and that was the first step up fight. And I didn't with her. I knew that she had power, so I was a little bit cautious, sort of in the first 1 or 2 rounds. But after I kind of sussed her out, took that power away, I was pretty confident that I'd run most of the rounds, and yeah, it was a really, really good fight. So
Right? And
sorry,
what do you do
talk a
for
lot here.
No, we want to hear you talk.
Yeah,
That's great. We want
yeah,
everyone to get to know you.
That's why you're
Absolutely.
here.
Yeah,
just ramble a
please.
bit.
That's great.
uh,
It's amazing. I think that we have such a huge responsibility when we have platforms as you do, so that, young boys and girls coming up can have a
Yeah,
role model,
yeah.
and have somebody to look up to. Um, what kind of things do you like to do in the community just to let the kids know, hey, if I can do this,
Yeah,
you can do this.
yeah. Well, look, I have a little bit to do with my boxing. I train out of a community boxing gym. It is a
Uh-huh.
small gym.
I like it.
It's more of a shed style gym. My coach is absolutely incredible. Like, there's a lot of youth and stuff that go through that gym. We don't have all of the most beautiful things in there, but we have some kids coming through that literally are headed sort of on a really bad path, headed to jail almost, that kind of thing.
Yes,
And some of these kids, they're the best boxers. They're absolutely incredible. Um,
absolutely.
yeah, so I help out when my coach is kind of overseas, away. I help out with the gym. I help out taking classes, that kind of thing. I also like to give back a little bit too. So if I've got fellas in there that have been working real hard and inspired me and stuff, I'm always sort of saying, hey, here's the tickets to the fight, or that kind of thing. Just trying to help bring them up, help them. I want to get into some schools. I want to start doing some talks in some schools and stuff around the area. I do work full time as well, as trained full time because I am still in the military.
That's tough. Yeah.
But yeah. So that's sort of something that I want to get into.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with a really good female coach of mine, and we were talking, and we're like, we want to be the coach or the person that we needed when we were coming up, you know.
Oh, exactly, 100%. Yeah,
And it sounds like that's what you're doing. And the gyms without the fancy stuff and with not much, those
yeah,
are the best.
yeah.
So
They are the
those
best.
are the
They're the
best.
best. And it makes everyone feel welcome. You come in there, and it's a beautiful community, and people can afford it too. Every single
Yeah.
person in the world should be able to afford to go into a
Yes.
boxing gym, even if they can't afford a pair of gloves. They can borrow a pair of gloves. They can borrow some wraps. There should be
Absolutely.
people in there that they can look up to. They should be able to show sort of that where dedication, and where being sort of on that straight and narrow path can actually get you. So yeah, I think that it should be affordable and it should be achievable for every single person that
I
wants to
love
walk into
it.
a boxing gym. Yeah,
I love that.
that's right. That bird agrees. That bird's like talking. Like,
yeah, yeah. Some of the
uh,
most incredible boxers in the world. It's kind of like Manny Pacquiao and stuff. Like they've come from Nothing. I mean, it's all heart.
Nothing.
That's, and that's where the best fighters come from too. They're fighting for more than just what's in front of them, more than just, themselves. They're fighting
It's
for
that
something
hunger.
bigger. There's a bigger purpose, the hunger.
Absolutely. That is so
Yeah.
true.
100%.
Now, boxing. Are you going to read that one? I'm sorry, Listo.
Well, we're going to touch on that. He's asking, who do you have your eyes on? I want to bring up a couple of names.
Oh, I like names. Let's go.
So you're a lightweight. First of all,
lightweight.
Are you planning on staying a lightweight? And
Look,
just to put the information out there,
yeah.
are you able to make featherweight? Are you able to make a super lightweight? Like, where do you kind of stand as a fighter in terms of your ability?
Lightweight is my weight. It's the weight that I like the best. It's the one that I prefer. And this division is absolutely stacked, mind you, stacked to the brim. There are some superstars in this division. Yes. But also, I could make super light. I fought I fought. Was it my last fight against the Irish girl? We fought at super light, so that was 63 kilos. And then I probably could make it smaller as well, to be honest. Like, I could do that. If the right fight was there, I definitely would do it. Not for nothing though. Like, I'd rather stay at 61.2. This is my division. This is where I'm ranked in the world as well. As soon as you kind of go up or down divisions, you sort of you can lose your ranking through the WBA, IBF and stuff like that too. So, which is unfortunate. But yeah.
The reason I'm bringing this up because I do remember when Matchroom had done a card. It was going to be in Australia, and they were looking for an opponent for Sky. And I saw you put your hand up.
Yeah.
I'll fight her because they were saying that they couldn't find anybody to fight her.
Not now. She's gone down a weight division. I could never make it now, but but if but me and Sky have a little bit of a history, a past. We've made amends now. We're really good now. But in the past, we've had a bit of history in the amateurs. That when I knew that she was fighting at that weight, there was a world title opportunity. Straight away, I put my hand up and said, "Hey, if it's for a world title, I'll make that weight. Let's go, girl." But she's gone down now.
So and if she goes back up, even though y'all made amends, hey, it is what.
Hey, if she wants to go back up, I'll meet her in the middle somewhere. But we have made amends now.
Well, the middle is featherweight. But so just for the record, so if it's for a world title, you'll go down to featherweight.
Yeah, if it's for a world title, and I had the time. You have to give me the time as well. Yeah. I'd go down. Yeah, I'd do it.
Tell me you only had like 2 weeks for Sky. You were putting your hand up. Like, I'll fight her.
Hey, I'm pretty crazy like that. Like if the, I just want the opportunities. If the opportunities are there, I can always make things happen. So yeah.
All right. So now, of course, your weight class, lightweight. From my hometown, Stephanie Hahn is a WBA lightweight champion. She's actually going to be fighting Holly Holm.
I know.
Hall of Famer Holly Holm, two-sport world champion, by the way. She's looking to reclaim, a title in boxing. That's going to be a fight card in Puerto Rico. If you obviously, I saw you're in the top 5 in the WBA. So you're ranked. They're fighting for that belt, so you're going to be there. Like, you're going to be either an eliminator away, or if they choose to fight you, right?
Well,
who would you rather fight?
Who would I rather fight?
Yeah.
Whichever one of them wins the world title. Look, I got my bets are on Stephanie Hahn. I really love Stephanie Hahn. I love the person that she is too. She also has a similar kind of background. She's in the not military, but she's in the police force over there. I'm in the military. She's a mom as well, which is she's a pretty amazing human by the sounds of it. But also Holly Holm's one of my idols. She is someone that I've really, really looked up to in combat sports for a very, very long time. So either one of those fights is a dream come true.
Hahn has had such a long layoff. Do you think that that's going to affect her mentally, even if physically she's up to par?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it would. I think she did have one comeback fight. Hasn't she had one comeback fight, Holly Holm? I think I did see her in the but even so, even so, coming back against Stephanie Hahn, who's an absolute beast, I think it would play a little bit of a mental toll on you. Yeah.
Yep.
The pressure's on her too. everyone wants to like everyone's Holly Holm's coming back to you. Everyone's going to want to see her win.
For
There's a
sure.
lot of pressure on her. Yeah.
So Holly's your idol. You want to punch her in the face? Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah, that's what we do to our idols. Like, even
Well, when your
inspiring and
idols
stuff.
become
Like,
your rival type of thing.
I mean, only for the fight. I'm sure after it'll be all good, you know. So I mean, that's what female boxing is about. The
It
female
is.
pool of fighters is so small. You got to be able to switch it on. You got to be able to switch it off. So, even my last fight against Jessica, we've done a fair bit of sparring before. She came from the same state as me. I moved states, but we were almost mates before we got in there and we had to fight each other. So, that's what it's all about. It's about being able to switch it on, being able to switch it back off. So, yeah.
That is so true.
Man, so like you'll have a fight with Holly, right? You'll throw down for
I'll go have a beer. I'll go have a beer with her after
and
the
then
fight.
afterwards you'll be like, yeah, I need that autograph.
Yeah, 100%. Get that autograph.
Yeah.
Let's go have a beer, girl.
But will you drink the beer out of your shoe?
No.
Hey, do you know what the funny thing is? I actually did do a shoey on my Australian title fight. So shoeys, yeah, like maybe that is like an Aussie thing over here. I'm doing a shoey, doing a thongy as well, like a thong, but maybe a croppy too. I don't know, but no, I haven't done one of those. That I'm gonna leave that up to the world title holder. She can have that one, but yeah, I did do one. Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
So like, is there a trick with the shoey? You guys put like a cup in there? Yeah, make a
No, there's no cup or anything. You just gotta make sure. You gotta make sure the shoe's clean though. Hey, so I mean, you do it out of your own shoe, that's not too bad. But if it's someone else's shoe, it better be a clean shoe. That's for sure.
Yeah, a new one.
New shoe. It's gotta be a new shoe.
Oh man. So look, we also have Harper. We have Dubois, which is signed with MVP, by the way.
Yeah.
In the same division. So it is a pretty stacked division.
Elifna Tehran too. Like that is. Did you just see her fight with Ferrer Abita? It's like that was what the. That girl is an absolute animal because Ferrer is an animal too. So like that's insane.
Red Corner Boxing wants to know who wins, Dubois or Tehran.
Dubois outboxes her, but is she going to catch her? I mean, Caroline Dubois definitely outboxes her. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, I mean, Tehran, if she can catch her with some of those, because there's a wild open shots. And she looks like she's got a bit of a chin on her too. Like, haven't really seen her rocked. Beaches might have rocked her a little bit in there, but nothing crazy. So, she lets those arms go and gets her in the corner. I mean, who knows? It's why it's an exciting fight, isn't it?
Very exciting.
100%.
Very exciting. And speaking of MVP, is that the holy grail, do you believe? You know, they're signing a bunch of women. They're putting on some great fights. There's other women that are not signed. Is MVP the holy grail for women's boxing?
Look, I think at the moment they've signed some pretty incredible women. Matchroom have got some pretty incredible women on there as well. Not as many. They're a bit fussier with who they sign, I guess. But I'm also signed sort of with Tasman that do a lot of co-promotions with Matchroom too. But even getting on an MVP card is going to be absolutely phenomenal because it also gets people that don't just have their eyes on boxing, people that have their eyes on everything else, like the social media side of it. It gets their eyes on you and you as a fighter and your story as well. So I guess that's what MVP have done really, really well.
Absolutely. They're matching up the women that we want to see. You know, and there
they
are some
100%.
women that aren't fighting men that we want to see. So I kudos to them.
Yeah, definitely kudos to them.
Yeah.
I just
Jake
what's
done an incredible job.
So what's going to happen with MVP after like Joshua like destroys and hospitalizes Jake Paul?
And I don't think this is going to be a bit of a play. I don't think this is going to be a play fight either. I mean, this is going to be a proper fight. So, if he's hospitalized with what Dry Appetite did to Sin Cara, so fractured C1 was it, and a bit of a brain bleed. I think, hopefully, very risky fight for him.
Let's hope that doesn't happen to him, of course. But
let's hope that doesn't happen to him. No, I hope that doesn't happen to him. But it's very risky. I'm just saying it's risky.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
right.
I said too much
Amanda
there.
Strong will run. It just means Amanda will run the show. That's all. Like,
Yeah,
why is
for
it out
sure.
there?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So there's
true,
that.
true that.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. He could take a step back, let someone else run the show.
where do you think you stand right now, realistically?
Yeah.
Where do you stand as a lightweight in the world? Do you see yourself as a top 10? Do you see yourself as like not just with the sanctioning body? I mean,
Look,
with everybody.
yeah, yeah. Look, yeah, I see myself as a top 10. I mean, I'd actually like, so there's a girl in Australia at the moment I want to fight with, Tawana Campbell. She actually went up against Bo Shin
Mhm.
recently and lost on a split decision.
Okay.
Why they chose her for that fight, I'm not 100% sure. Tawana Campbell's a really, really good fighter, but she fights a little bit lighter. Bo Shin, I think she sits like in the top 5 in the world, if I'm correct. If I can get that fight or the fight against Tawana and then lead into that fight, that's going to put me actually in the top 10. So I believe that I'm top 10 fighter, but I just kind of need those fights now from the girls internationally to be able to prove myself and actually get in that top 10. Hey,
We're gonna
I
question here.
just
Are
seen
you
that.
related to Wilf?
I just seen that comment at the bottom there. Yes, Will Jensen is actually my uncle.
Oh
He was at the fights
wow.
watching me. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, he was a great fighter in the 80s. Yeah,
Okay. It's in the blood.
it's in the blood. Yeah, definitely in the blood.
Oh man. Okay.
So, as far as your favorite all-time great, I'm curious.
Yeah,
Who's your
yeah.
favorite all-time
Her
great?
uncle? Like, what do you mean? It has to be with the family,
What?
right?
I
Yeah,
mean,
Wolf Jensen.
okay,
No,
female, great.
female. I'm gonna say Katie Taylor. Hey, like everything that she has
Yeah.
done for boxing has been
Yes.
absolutely insane.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously Christy Martin and stuff too coming up through the ranks, did a lot for boxing as well. But just from my era, Katie Taylor, absolutely like what she's done and what she's done without platforms like I know I'm not fully against OnlyFans, you do what you do, but without
Right.
platforms like that, she's
Right.
been able to make herself and really be a role
Yep.
model for that younger generation of females coming
Yes.
through. Showing that you can actually make it just through pure grit, pure determination,
Yeah.
and not selling yourself short like that. So I think that she's done incredible for female boxing. Yeah.
I'm totally with you because whatever anyone wants to do is fine.
Yeah,
I'm no
100%. Yeah.
judgment, but
Yeah.
just as a woman in this sport, especially, we
Yeah.
want to be looked at on our merit and the things that we've accomplished. In my
Oh,
opinion, for
100%.
me,
I
and
agree. Yeah,
Y'all
same
too
opinion.
nice. You don't know what I think about that, but
But everything that I stand for, my brand as well, it's kind of, I want women to be able to look up to,
yes,
or my daughter to be able to look up
yeah,
to
and
me
your
and to people
daughter
like Katie
and her
Taylor,
friends,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
100%. Yeah. So that's, and I'm doing it off your own merit, making your own way. And doing it the hard way too. I know that sounds really, like I've still kind of got that mentality, but not just kind of taking those real easy fights for your first kind
Right.
of 20 fights to work your way up the ranks, but just taking every opportunity that comes. I mean, having a loss on your record, especially if it's against someone who's really good,
Yeah.
I don't think that should be a bad thing these days.
No.
People want to see the
No.
journey.
Yeah, being
Yeah,
able
look,
to test yourself, test your limits to me, and then succeeding is such a satisfactory feeling. It
I,
really
I,
is.
Me one
I,
sec.
I did look. I definitely agree with what you're saying about Katie Taylor.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
look up merit in the dictionary, like Katie Taylor's picture should be right there.
seriously.
She definitely did it
Yeah.
all by merit, and because of her, we have Olympic boxing for the women.
Yeah,
I think she was a big hit with that. So she definitely pushed boundaries. I think she was the first female to make 7 digits for a prize
Yeah.
fight, which was well earned, and she did all of it, all right, without doing any of the extra OnlyFans stuff. I'll just put it that way, right?
She
She
did.
didn't have to do
She's
any of that. So
yeah, definitely someone that I really look up to.
same. And another thing is too is like, I don't get starstruck too often. I mean, I'm blessed to be able to meet people all the time, and it's really fabulous.
Yeah.
Katie is the sweetest, fan-friendly champ. Like, there's many, but I'm just saying she is so personable, and you just feel the love and the appreciation. And to me, it's so important to really be that way to your fans because they're the ones that are going to watch you or not.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So I
And
just love it.
I've heard that about her too. Like every
Yeah.
single time I talk to someone that's actually met Katie Taylor, they say exactly the same thing. Like she's just a beautiful human, like through and through.
She
So
is. She really is. Yes. So I love
Yeah.
her. She's definitely up my top two, pretty much. Yeah. Love her.
yeah, yeah. So
I think
yeah,
she's
that's definitely.
Didn't you say she was your GOAT, D-Style?
In my opinion, she's the greatest woman fighter of all time. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, for many reasons.
Absolutely.
I think it's not just her impact, but if you just go strictly by who she's beat, quality of opposition. I don't
Yes.
think
Oh, yeah.
anybody could touch her.
Never
Yes.
takes an easy fight.
No.
Nope.
No. No.
Not
She
at all.
doesn't. And speaking of her, do you think that she has much longer in this sport? Or do you think, maybe, I don't know, a couple of more years or even that?
Look, I think if Katie Taylor retired right now, she'd retire a queen. Like she is
Yes.
done some absolutely phenomenal things for boxing, and no one would think anything. I want to see her fight again, 100%.
Right.
Do you know what? Even for her to take a couple of promotional fights right now, to be able to get the people that aren't really interested in boxing into boxing would be actually a phenomenal thing for boxing itself.
Yeah.
So if she did end up getting a few of those big promotional fights with sort of UFC fighters or things like that on board, which I know the talks have been there, I think that would be pretty awesome just for boxing and for the girls undercarding on those as well. So yeah.
Oh, I agree. I like that. I like that a lot.
So you wouldn't mind seeing her just beat up on Ronda Rousey?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Wouldn't mind seeing it beating up Ronda Rousey.
Love it. I would love it. I would be there.
Look, if
I will be
anybody
there too,
deserves-
definitely. Hopefully I could be on the undercard of that
Yes.
fight. Maybe fighting probably Stephanie Hahn or Holly Holm. That'd be pretty cool.
There you go. Katie, you listening, Katie?
Yeah, Katie, let's go.
Man, Ronda has like no shot in that fight, but if it happens, it
No.
happens.
Yeah,
but
it'll
if
be
anybody
like a
deserves-
Massacre.
it'll be massacre.
Yeah, like if anybody deserves a gimme, it's Katie Taylor. If
Yeah.
one day we got Conor McGregor, I think Katie can get Ronda Rousey. So
Fact.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So if it was up to you, from what I'm gathering, Holly Holm would be your next opponent.
It depends on who wins that fight. I mean, that fight's coming up soon. I think that Stephanie Hahn's going to win that fight. And I know that Tasman have got some pretty big stuff in the works for Jaya Pattaya coming up. I know Bodu Jack, Zerto versus Benavidez is coming up in May, and whoever wins that fight, hopefully Benavidez wins that. And then maybe there's a stadium fight coming up in May with Jaya Pattaya in Australia. That would be a pretty epic card to get on the back of, and hey, bringing someone over here like Holly Holm would definitely sell out a stadium, but I'm up for fighting anyone just to make my way. I want to be mandatory. Hey, so whatever gets me to mandatory is what I want to take.
I love that.
Okay.
I
know. So you think Hahn's going to win that fight?
I think Stephanie Hahn will win that fight against Holly Holm. I can't see Holly Holm beating her. Maybe she's going to pull something out that's absolutely phenomenal, but I just can't see it happening. She's a beast and I love her, but I think Stephanie Hahn's got the fight. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm picking Stephanie Hahn too, and a lot of what you said, I think Holly Holm's a little past it, and this is Stephanie Hahn's time. So we'll see how that goes. But who are you rooting for? I know you said that if you had to root for one or the other, who would you root for?
Out of the Hahn Holly Holm?
Yeah.
That's such a hard one. I'm gonna root for Stephanie Hahn. Hey, it's a very hard one for me because, as I said, Holly Holm was one of my idols. I actually watched her knock out Ronda Rousey here in Australia in the UFC.
wow.
So that was a pretty cool experience. But also Holly Holm, she's a rigid judge. I mean, she's got there through pure grit, pure determination as well. I just love who she is and what she stands for. So
there's a lot of parallels with you and Stephanie Hahn, and you already touched on it, right? You're both boxers. You're both mothers. You were in the military. She's a police officer. Like different pieces, the different things. So I think a promotion for that fight would be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
There's
Agreed.
I
a lot of
definitely think it would
narrative.
be. Yeah. Yeah, I think people would really buy into it. I know, like obviously I'm in the military in Australia, and it's going to get a lot of eyes on boxing that aren't usually on boxing, and I think overseas too. There's a little bit of rivalry between the American forces and the Australian forces, so I think that it would be really cool to have that fight, have it on a big platform for the WBA world title, and to get a lot of eyes on boxing. You'd be able to promote it very, very well.
Yeah, Shiro versus Shiro. I mean, I think it would be fabulous.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it really
You said
would.
Shiro?
Yeah. Hero, not hero, Shiro.
Hero. Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to feminize everything.
I guess, yeah, like, and they're two like interesting careers, I guess. And we both work full time as well. I know that she probably takes a little bit of time off when she's got her big fights, but I work full time in the military too. So training around it. Everyone's got to make a wage at some point as well. So
yes.
I think that it'd be great.
Do you have a background in any other martial art besides boxing?
No, just boxing. Yeah, I've done a tiny little bit of Kudashin or jiu-jitsu, but I'm really bad at it. So definitely just boxing.
Okay.
No, that's great. There was an announcement today. I believe it was today. I've been in my own world here. We're at USA Nationals, but Shields and Franchon Cruz Dezern are going to have a number 2. What are your thoughts on that fight? Do you want to see it being run back? Do you care to see it run back? Do you think that they're different now today, and is the outcome going to be the same?
I think the outcome's probably going to be the same. I think there's other people that Shields could fight. There's a couple of Aussie girls in there that would love to have a shot at Shields. So yeah, really? Like I know the Fight Mom. She wants to have a shot at Shields. I mean, why run it back? Why not have someone new jump in there, new opponent, give it a So but obviously there's reasons for it. There's promotion behind it. So
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Right. So
I don't want to, but I am.
Give me, besides not counting yourself, you was to the side of active fighter. Name me your top 5 favorite, right? Your top 5 favorite female fighters and top 5 male fighters out of Australia.
Out of Australia.
Australia.
I reckon. There's So Jaya Pataya is definitely my favorite male fighter going around at the moment. Under that, Kira Rustin. I don't know if you guys know Kira Rustin. There's a fair few amateurs that are in the ranks that are kind of coming through that are going to be pretty incredible fighters. I know, like, I love Tim Zoo's brother as well. Not as big a fan of Tim Zoo, but his brother's pretty fire. Like, he's a bit of an animal as well in Australia. Yeah, at the moment. Callum Peters, he's a bit of an up-and-comer as well. He's a bit of animal instinct too. So he'd definitely be up there. He's actually coming through from the amateurs as well, but I think he's already world rated, so he's a pretty incredible fighter. One more, I have to think on the last one. Let me think. There's a few running around, but for the females, I've got Aditi Hobbs was actually up there. Sort of before I fought her, I thought that realistically she was probably pound for pound one of the best. You've obviously got Sky Nicholson sort of doing her thing overseas. I think that she's done a lot to put a little bit of a limelight on female boxing as well. You've got the Fight Mom. She's over here too. She's got a world title behind her. I think that if she took on Clarissa Shields, I think that would be an awesome fight to get. You've also got Emma Sue Greentree. Emma Sue Greentree's just won a world title in the amateurs, and she's actually fighting professional as well. She's only had a couple of pro fights, but I think she actually sits number 1 in that heavyweight division for the females too. So we've got a lot of bigger girls in Australia that are very, very, very talented. Like, they can move. Okay. And who else? Probably like Shaniqua Johnson. She's done really, really awesome things for boxing too on that path as well. So they're probably sort of my top 5 for both of those. But there's some Australian boxing, especially in the females, is on fire at the moment. It's going nuts. We've just got some awesome girls in every division. So
It seems like I'm gonna look up the fight, Mom, because I'm curious about her.
yeah, she's she actually come face to face with Clarissa Shields. There's a little bit of she went over there. I think she's I can't remember who she's actually signed with, but yeah, she came face to face and they had a bit of beef, a bit of a back and forward. So I thought, that might get a bit of controversy going and that fight might happen, but yeah, I'd like to see it happen. It'd be pretty cool.
You just have to push it. You have to push it.
Xavier Fletcher, Max McIntyre, they're also two up and comers as well. Max McIntyre, he's massive, man. His knockout rate, he was on the fight before Jai Pataya, so he just undercutted that. And yeah, he's a knockout king. And yeah, Xavier too. Austin Okuso, yeah, he was on the undercard with me. He's also a beast. So they're all Tasman fighters, which are awesome fighters. There's so many, I can name my favorites, but I could probably keep going. There's a big list.
So that's a good thing. That's
a
great thing.
There's a lot of talent. Now, something that caught my attention, though. I don't want to get in trouble with Australian fans, but you say you don't really like Tim Tszyu that much, but you're cool with Nikita, but not Tim Tszyu as a fighter.
Don't get me in trouble with Australia. Nah. Look, I do. Don't get me wrong. Every fighter that steps in that ring, I have a lot of respect for. The way that he was kind of, and it's got nothing to do with really him. It's more the promotional side of him. I think Australia kind of needed a hero at the time in boxing, and he kind of was able, from a promotional perspective, to be able to he had his father's name, and everyone knew who that name. So they pumped him in the media and stuff like that. When a lot of guys got left behind, a lot of people didn't even know who Jai Pataya was until the last kind of 2 or 3 fights, and he's someone that should have had. The whole of the Australian public should have had their eyes on, but they had their eyes on Timmy Tszyu. So that's just my opinion, and yeah, everyone has their own opinion.
He's D-Style's always been really a big, fan of him, and we always had conversations. Yeah, and against him personally, like you said, but I just wasn't sold on him the way D-Style was. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Me? What?
Yeah, and I think his brother's a bit of an animal. His brother fights more off instinct, and he's very entertaining to watch. Okay. And he's come up against some pretty good fighters, and he's managed to stop a few. So I think that in the next couple of years, he'll probably be coming through and be overseas and doing some good stuff. So.
And also in his defense too, it's so hard to carry on your dad or your mom's name that has done these amazing things. It's such a heavy weight and burden. We see it all the time where the sons, even in the United States, we just saw it, last weekend, where the sons are just not their dads. And the stuff
that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't envy them at all. I mean, trying to live up to that that's it's hard enough just getting in the ring and doing what we do as fighters. Anyway. Having our own names, let alone having to try and live up to someone of that caliber. So,
absolutely agree. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would say about Chavez Jr., but Christine would always defend that guy. So I don't know what to say about that.
Who defended him? You did.
You did, Christine. But with that said, now, just to make it a little easier, give me your top 5 worldwide, in the world.
She didn't know she was going to have to do schoolwork.
Yeah, that's okay though. Hey, I know a little bit about boxing, so I can probably do this.
Yeah.
Look, right now, are you talking who are my top 5? Who am I kind of watching? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, right now, yes.
Okay, so Jai Pataya. I absolutely love Bivol. Benavidez, for the girls, Elif Nurtahan, I'm looking at her because obviously she's in my division. I really did love Ferreira Beatrice before that too. These are my division, obviously.
That fight, my gosh.
I know, right? Insane. And then obviously, I think Caroline Dubois is one of the next big things as well.
Yeah.
I love Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. I know that they're kind of I know Amanda Serrano is having a fight again soon, but Katie Taylor, she may be coming back in, maybe not. But man, Usyk, whoa, man, that is, if Jai Pataya went up to heavyweight and fought Usyk, now that would be a fight.
Yes. Yes.
But and I've always like loved, you know, Canelo and Lomachenko and fighters like that too. So yeah, I've got my list could go on and on and on, but yeah, I think I've named it definitely a few there. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, there you
So
go.
what did you think about whenever Bud beat Canelo so
Well,
eloquently?
look, I love Bud, and I knew that he had the ability to definitely do it. I didn't actually see the fight panning out like it did. I thought that it wouldn't be so one-sided, if that makes sense. Maybe Canelo's a little bit sort of past his time, and Bud just definitely had it over him. So that he's something special, something very special. So it's going to be interesting to see, where he goes as well.
Yeah, D-Style actually bet his house that Canelo would win, and so now he's living in a basement.
Oh,
but, you know, I told him, I said, do not pick Canelo. I told him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hey, I'm with you, D-Style. I did pick Canelo only because I love Canelo. Like I could never go against him. But a lot of people around me were saying, no, you're wrong, 100% wrong. He's going to get outboxed. He's going to get outboxed like all day. Just the footwork, the style, like it was just going to be, too much for him. And they were right. So credit to them. I had a few little tiny, like just bets on with some mates as well. And I had Canelo. So that was a hard one.
All the greats lost. Ali lost. Ray Leonard lost. A lot of greats lost. It is what it is.
Sugar Ray, all-time favorite. He's incredible. So
well, Taylah, any like what, just kind of give us like kind of an idea of like a day in the life, just your typical day, like
typical day.
How do you balance your training, all that?
It depends on where I am in a fight camp. I've actually got a couple of months off at the moment. I'm super lucky with my work, and this is the first time in like 10 years that I've been able to actually take some decent time off work to just be able to sort of focus on myself and recovery and fighting. But my typical day when I'm working is generally I'm sort of up around about sort of 5:30 in the morning. It depends on what I've got going on, but I'll either do a strength conditioning session in my garage, get my daughter up around about sort of 6:30. And then me and my fiance sort of get her ready to go. I drop her off at daycare. On my way to work, I go to work. Usually I'm at work, starting work by 7 o'clock, taking some fitness assessments by 7. And then usually during the day, I sort of have a little bit of time to train in there as well. So I'll either finish my strength conditioning or I go and do some pad work with my trainer. Pick my daughter up from daycare, and then generally she comes to the gym with me in the afternoons. She's a little gym kid. So she comes to the gym with us, and she's just playing around at the gym whilst I'm training. Usually doing sort of a group session with everyone. We all train at the same time, which is really cool. So all of the fighters, from someone who's had sort of just about to jump in their ring to have their first fight to your professional fighters, we're all training together in those sessions. Yeah, that's the best, and it pushes them as well, and it pushes me too, because some of those kids, man, like I spar a lot of the young 16-year-old Australian title holders and things like that, and those kids are, man, they are elite. They're phenomenal. They're so fast. They're faster. They're stronger. They're insane. So and then it's home time. Sometimes if I'm really lucky, my fiance's cooked me dinner, which is great. And then it's just family time from there. Get Bubs ready for bed, and that's about it really. So that's a general day in the life. It's pretty full on, but I love it.
Sounds great.
That's what it's all about. And Red Corner, I guess he's upset you didn't bring up the Egyptian Aussie Solomon.
My Solomon, look, my Solomon gets a lot of really, really good fights overseas. She's, I won't say lucky, she's obviously worked hard for it, but whoever is promoting her or is managing her is doing a phenomenal job getting her those fights, because us Aussie girls, we really find it hard to get those kind of fights. But she's definitely someone to keep your eye on. She's had some good opportunities, some really, really good wins. So she's doing really well.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just kidding, Red Corner boxing. But with that said, Taylah, we appreciate you coming on. Any final words, any shout outs you want to give, anything you want to say before we let you go?
No, just thanks for having me. Eric and Christine, Christine, I've been following what you do for a while now, and it's really cool to actually finally to be able to connect with you.
I was
I know.
I know, I'm so happy.
It's phenomenal. So love to get on here with you guys again at some point, and let's hopefully the Aussie boxing keeps going on the rise, and female boxing around the world. So hopefully I might talk to you guys before a nice big fight very soon. So we'll see.
Let's do it. Yes.
100%.
So, yeah.
All right. Have a
Cheers.
good one.
Cheers, Eric. Cheers, Christine. Thank you. Appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye.
There we go. The one and the only. So there you go, Christine.
That was great.
Right?
She's so awesome. I loved it.
I know you got to get running in a little bit, but you got 3 minutes to give me your final words, Christine.
3
give me your final
minutes.
word.
Oh my gosh.
Got 3
all this
minutes
pressure.
flat. Like you got 3
All this
minutes, and then I'm going to
pressure.
cut you off, Christine.
No, you know what? No, thank you so much for this because I'm probably not going to be able to have the show tomorrow, Women Crushing It Wednesdays, because I'm here in Lubbock. I have 2 champions that are going to fight on Thursday, Alexis and Elena, and we're fighting at 143 and 165. So we can take all the prayers and the well wishes, please. So I'm going to be really, really busy. But thank you so much, brother. I always love coming on with you. You know, the chemistry, the vibe is always good. We had a great guest. So, you know, I really appreciate you so much.
All right. For those that just came in, you can always go back, listen on the archive. This is D Style, and for Christine, we are out of here.
Out of here.
Peace.